Hey man, we live Sunday night. Sunday night late. Later on in the Sunday night live, but we live and we chilling, um, just clowning. See the title, Snoop responds to disappointed fans with IG meme, as you see on the screen right there, says the middle fingers with these nuts, with two walnuts and a tree trunk or trunk. And they torch him in the comment section. And we're gonna look at some of those comments and just just clown because it's just roasting. Roasting is just jokes, right? Ain't nobody supposed to be getting all upset, right? I mean, y'all don't got no problem with my sense of humor, do you? Or Snoop's sense of humor. Y'all ain't got no problem with me or Snoop's sense of humor, do y'all? Jabril Wrench Mob. My Wrench Mob ninjas is the most vicious, is the craziest in these YouTube streets. But we gonna clown right now. It's just roasting, man. Y'all, y'all take things so serious, I guess. But here's Snoop's response, though. Here's Snoop's response to all of y'all disappointed fans that's disappointed in him. I don't know why y'all disappointed in him. He don't have a right to go perform for Donald Trump for the inauguration. Is it that what y'all disappointed in him about, or is it the fact that he called anybody else that was going to do that in the past, the jigs and the racks and the Sambos and all that? What are y'all disappointed at? Are y'all disappointed that he went? Are y'all disappointed that he just said that about other artists and other black people? If they would have probably gone and got the bag at that time. D. Call says that part right there is that what he had to say against his own people and his own peers that might have been trying to get that bag. Similar to a story that I heard, I can't confirm it, but regarding Jermaine Dupri and Jay-Z performing at the Super Bowl, because they was tripping on Kaepernick or whatever was supposed to be going on in the NFL, and we was trying to protest and stand in solidarity as a black movement, and they wanted Jermaine Dupri to break the boycott picket line or protest line and perform for the Super Bowl, and allegedly Jay-Z advised him not to do that. But then the very next year, or I don't know if he was in all that while it was in talks with the NFL to become the supervisor of who performed at the Super Bowl, Jay-Z was, or whatever. And then the very next year, I don't know. So are you, is it a case of you didn't want nobody else to do it, but you wanted to do it? I don't know. So that's, I don't know. I ain't on that level of rap celebrity. I'm just on a lower level of, washed up bitter hater, broke MCs that I'm just mad at the big guys because my career didn't take off. So, I'm just down here. But Snoop responds, this is all roasting because he said it. I'm going to roast the F out of y'all. So that's supposed to be jokes. He did celebrity roast with Donald Trump, So when does it go from roasting and entertainment to actual serious? Are we serious when we get on there and saying F him and F anybody that's voting for him and F the 80 million people that support him? Like, are you doing music videos, holding the blicky to his head towards, a lookalike head? Like, when is it? I'm not sure, but apparently the people in the comments are sure. Apparently people in his comments is pretty sure, and we're going to look at that. But this is the meme that he put up, the middle fingers unfollowed with a, hey man, with a with a little song on it. But let's play some of these comments and I ain't gonna read them. I'm actually just gonna talk while y'all look at it. Y'all can scroll or whatever, but this is in that comment section, and they are lighting him up like a tiki torch. J5, Walaikum Salam, G from the Bay. Poor Snoop, D-O-double-G, Madone, salute. D-Cause, my girl, the poet, was asked today on Facebook, was it a favor because he pardoned Harry O? My response to her was that Harry O's favor is not Snoop's, just my opinion, my brother. I mean, what does Harry O got to do with if you say somebody is a monster and he's Hitler, just because he do one thing for your family member or your homie or whatever, then that mean he cool? I don't know how that worked, but you can see these comments. The comments, it wasn't having it. They're still not having it. If y'all go to that post, they are super not having it. Mustafa, say that. Safi Ali, peace to the God. Poetess. Oh, okay. Man, you can see the comments. So apparently, he's not concerned about apologizing to his fans or to the people or to his fellow entertainer peers that he dissed and roasted and called jigaboos and coons and sellouts. So I guess he's not compassionate, or he don't care about the fans' feelings. He don't care about his peers' feelings or whatever. He went and got the bag, I guess. Trying to figure it out. I just wanted the explanation. It's all roasting, though. This is all jokes. So if you can roast us, we can roast you back, right? And laugh about it. But I actually got, some messages or whatever, and from some people that was really upset at me for posting it and sharing it. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna go into that, but you can go on my IG comments and see. I'm like, whoa, okay, then. I guess it's not jokes. I guess it's not roasting and funny. when the fans got the gun, I guess ain't no fun if the homies can't have none, huh? If the fans can't get none. But hey, man, I'm not from the dog pound. I'm from the God pound. It is funny over here. It's real funny over here on this side. So yeah, I thought it was jokes. I thought it was all just jokes. You might want to leave it there. But yeah, the fans torturing him in the comment section. The fans is torturing him, and he wouldn't. In my opinion, I know my peoples, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can speculate, y'all can guess, y'all can theorize, but I know these brothers, and I know what what they're afraid of. I know what upsets them. I know what gets under their skin. I know what they're not afraid of, and what they're not bothered by. And trust and believe that my brother is bothered. Brother is bothered by this. Very much so. I would be, you know what I'm saying? I would try to make it right. Actually, I would have jumped out in front of it a long time ago and apologized, or at least explained that if I was trying to use the excuse that this was for the crypto, this is about some cryptocurrency, and I wasn't, because that's the excuse I heard. Like, so this wasn't about the inaugural ball. It wasn't called the inaugural ball. This wasn't a lineup that TMZ and CNN and NBC and ABC and all of that was having him, headlining saying that it's specifically for that. They didn't say nothing about it was for cryptocurrency. They said it was for Donald Trump inauguration. That's what they said. I don't know why y'all getting mad at me for sharing and reporting on what the mainstream media said it was. But hey, I guess I'm to blame. I'm the one that kicked it all off, huh? Y'all might want to look at the hour, the date and the time that I posted mine, as opposed to, when this really went viral. But hey, man, I thought it was just jokes. I thought we was laughing at this. It'd be so much stuff that I be thinking my peers is gonna just laugh off, and you know what I'm saying. But I guess when it come from me, I'm not even no factor, right, in this game. But if I post something, man, people really get hurt. It seems like they really get hurt about it. When it was all cool just a week ago, it was all cool just whatever a presidential term ago, when you could cuss out everybody, you know what I'm saying? You can call them all coons, and I'm a black Muslim. If anybody was gonna be calling somebody coons and sellouts and devil worshippers and all that, it would be me. So damn, I ain't said none of that. I'm just resharing what the mainstream media said. Like, man. But Lil David, I told y'all about these idols, and Lil David and Goliath. All it takes is one smooth stone. Y'all I ain't gonna say no more about Lil David and Goliath. Lil David, the little bitter, washed up rapper that could, chugging along, chugga, 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 toot, toot. And I ain't even worried about it. It's just like when this stuff come across my radar, if it hit my news feed and come across my radar, there is nobody on the planet among these peers that's more qualified and more respected and more reputable to speak on these things but me. There is nobody. So I guess maybe that's why it hurt so much. But it's jokes. Like, we joke. Like, why y'all taking it? Why y'all y'all taking it super serious, super personal, and it's super in your feelings bag. Like, damn, I didn't know I had that much influence. But hey, man. Rube, alaikum salam to all the real ones. Azim Shabazz, facts. MT, salute. Gooch. Hey, Gooch, would you like to, walaikum salam, would you like to get on here real quick and address this subject for a hot minute? Snoop responds to his disappointed fans with an IG meme. This is the IG meme right here. Middle finger and two walnuts. Get these nuts unfollowed. That's his response to all his fans that said, unfollow, I'm gonna unfollow you, or you let me down, or you disappointed me. So instead of an explanation or an apology because of saying this.
So ain't nobody gonna perform for Donald Trump, huh? Which one of you jigaboo ass niggas gonna be the first one to do it? I'm waiting. I'm gonna roast the fuck out one of you Uncle Tom ass niggas for doing it.
Right, so that's funny, right? He ain't threatening no violence and nothing. He just said, I'm gonna roast the F out of you, Uncle Tom, jigaboo, sellout ass niggas and all of that. So this is jokes, and he's laughing. Oh, yes, the boss is like laugh. You hear some female in the background laughing and giggling. We supposed to keep it on that same comedic energy. It's supposed to be that just as fun when you on the hot seat, right? Why is people getting mad, and especially at me? Like, damn, who am I? I ain't nowhere close to Snoop power and influence, right? Why is, I ain't gonna say no names. Y'all can go, I'm gonna keep it player. Shit. But it ain't no fun when the fans got the gun, huh?
Be the first one to do it. I'm waiting. I'm gonna roast the fuck out one of you Uncle Tom ass niggas for doing it. Which one of you niggas gonna do it first? Osby's the one that performs for himself.
A few moments later.
I gotta stop it right there. But that's what it is. It's just what he had to say about ninjas. It's not about going to perform for Trump. That's cool. I have no problem with that. If that's what you believe in, that's what you want to do. You want to go get your money or whatever, man. That's cool. But what you said against us, what you said against other entertainers who would have been trying to go get their bag, you used your global influence to shame them, to damn near get their careers canceled, cultured, like Chrisette Michelle or whoever. Anybody that wanted to go get that bag at that time, you was using your gatekeeper strength and powers, you know, to keep that from happening. Akbar.
Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Wa alaikum salam. Oh man, you just got the whole kit, huh?
Yeah, I was cutting my hair, but I'm gonna stop for you, brother, and talk to the people.
Man, what is your position so far based on what you saw regarding Snoop's what he had to say 8 years ago when people was talking about performing for Trump inauguration as opposed to what he said and did day before yesterday?
Well, people who understand Snoop, I think you and I come from Snoop's area. Snoop isn't the same Snoop from 8 years ago. This is a Snoop that apologized to Gayle King.
Oh man, yeah, I forgot about. Well, I didn't forget. But I brought that up the other day.
Yeah, this is the Snoop that apologized to Gayle King for calling Kobe out his name. This is the Snoop that is best friends with Martha Stewart. This is Snoop that does commercials on the island with snow bunnies for a beer company, I believe. So this is a totally different Snoop. The Snoop back then probably felt that way, but the Snoop now doesn't feel that way. And why are we mad at Snoop for performing for Trump, but we applaud the people that perform for Kamala?
When Kamala and Biden did far worse to black people,
right,
than Trump ever did.
Right. So make that make sense.
Well, I think we're in a bizarro world. I think it's like the movie Idiocracy or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I think it's not supposed to make sense. I think it's supposed to be just the opposite, and we supposed to crash out. I think we just supposed to crash out in our pride and ego and arrogance and buffoonery. That's what I think. Anything that you're supposed to apologize for, you don't. Anything that you're not supposed to apologize for, you do. I think that's where we at now.
Is that bad?
It's worse. I think it's worse.
It's a totally different Snoop. Cam and I both know Snoop. Matter of fact, Snoop put me in his movie, Bossing Up. So,
well, that's our peer. Like, we love Snoop. We love Snoop. Just and if you really love somebody, you're gonna beat their ass. You're gonna check them. Like, I think that people that don't check you don't love you. That's what I think. I think the real test to prove that you love somebody, that you don't let them get away. You don't let them walk outside with a booger in their nose or walk outside with some tissue on the bottom of their shoe or something like that. And if you're out here slipping, your loved ones is gonna check you.
Right. For example, we love each other. Right. And excuse my shirt. I'll cut my hair in it. I know it's not tied around the neck.
Yeah, so that's horrendous.
It is a violation.
Yes.
So when you love somebody, you'll risk losing your friendship to tell them the truth.
Right.
Like if it means our friendship. Right. Yeah, if I don't tell you the truth, well, I'm not your friend.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. It's a delay, so we're talking over each other, but yeah, man. I pride myself, and I would rather fall out with you and leave you with some truth, or leave you with a 1-2 or something. Just for we're be able to maintain a level of respect, even if we don't ever see each other again. You're gonna respect me. You're gonna know I'm not one of them. I'm the other kind. And that's what I've been with all these rap peers. Like, I'm gonna be all the way with you when I see you right. I'm gonna bang for you, ride for you, all of that. But when I see you wrong, I'm gonna air you out the same way. So I ain't biased because we got history and shit. I'm gonna be more offended. I'm gonna be more quick to check you because we got history. Because I don't want to see you go out like that. But if you choose to play me like a fan or play me like, stranger, like you never knew me or something, all right, cool. I love that. I know exactly what to do with that energy because now I don't got to feel no kind of way. I can go all the way with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't rely on none of these characters. I
didn't get a chance to hear your take on it. How do you feel about Snoop?
Well, I don't feel no way. I'm about principles. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's funny. It's like, we all comedians. We all comedians. Even though, the best rappers be comedians, be the funniest dudes, right? That's how you gotta have. You gotta be funny to even have punchlines and shit. So the roasting, bagging sessions that we always have before we even start writing the rhyme in the studio, that be the funnest part of doing work. So now when you do stuff and stuff bleeds out into the public, and you say, yeah, I'm gonna roast this nigga, I'm gonna roast Kanye, I'm gonna roast such and such, you know what I'm saying? I'll roast any of y'all jigaboo, sellout, buck dancing, slave master, you know what I'm saying? That's funny. Right? But when you doing it, it's just as funny. It's even funnier. You supposed to laugh it off like, yeah, you got me, man. I tripped out. Yeah, I was on some bag chasing. I was high or something. You ain't supposed to, you ain't supposed to try to sweep it under the rug. You supposed to accept that. And the fact that every day that go by that niggas don't accept that, you looking weak, you looking weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? You supposed to hurried up and embraced it and got in front of it like, yeah, I was tripping. Yeah, I apologize, y'all, man. I went and got that back. Matter of fact, I'm going to split half of this check that I got from Trump with y'all. And you supposed to got out in front of that shit. But the fact you ducking and dodging and hiding and then making excuses and making like memes like I'm unbothered and get these nuts. It's like, oh, okay. Well, they gonna get these nuts, all right. they gonna get your nuts, all right.
I think Snoop he's no longer he is still the Death Row Snoop, but he's no longer the artist on Death Row. He's the owner or the front man of Death Row. This is a totally different Snoop than the Snoop we're thinking of, Doggy Style album.
What's different? Like, what do you mean? I don't understand. Is it a different morals, different goals, or what? What's different?
Well, Snoop is corporate now.
He was always corporate.
Yeah, Death Row was a corporation, but he was a little bit untapped.
Death Row ain't making no noise. Death Row ain't making no noise. Snoop is the brand. It ain't Death Row. Death Row ain't doing nothing.
But what I'm saying is Snoop now gets paid from corporations.
He been getting paid. He been getting paid from corporations. Snoop has been the biggest, like G Malone, like glasses. Snoop been the biggest rapper for the last 30 years. Like he been getting paid from corporations. He been selling everything. They use Snoop to sell everything.
Yeah, ringtones, phones, beer. Yeah.
This ain't new.
I just don't see the problem of him performing for President Trump. I personally don't.
That's where things change. He went political. He the one went political and talking about F Donald Trump 8 years ago. That's what changed. Like what?
How did you how can you say that then perform for him? Okay.
Yeah. That's what changed. Like you didn't ever used to say what president you or political party. Like you was a street dude. You was pushing Long Beach or you was pushing streets or West Coast or whatever. You the one went to the F Donald Trump. And now you gotta live with that. You know what I'm saying? And you getting roasted. It's ironic. It ain't even no coincidence. That's just how the Lord works. Like Trump was the one you was roasting. Remember the celebrity roast? And then right after that, you flipped on him and acted like he was Hitler. And so now
Trump actually clowned him.
Huh?
So Trump actually clowned him
without trying. He Bruce Lee clown. He clowned him without clowning him. The art of clowning without clowning. He let him clown himself.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We definitely on the same page. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because Trump didn't do nothing bad or worse than no president before him for you to jump off the porch and use your global influence to make him a Hitler. And now you cool with Hitler? Now you performing for Hitler? Like, because what? Because he let Harry O out of jail? Is it like, is Harry O your daddy or your uncle or something like that? What he got to do with anything? No disrespect to Harry O, but what did that got to do with, your position?
Hey, man. Money talks, man.
But he already got money. That's not about money. Like, did he give Snoop $1 billion to perform?
No, probably
what kind of money is that? If you worth $250 million, if Snoop worth 250 million,
yeah.
What is 1 million or 5 million or whatever to him to perform to go against everything that he stood on, everything he was banging on and shit 8 years ago?
Absolutely nothing.
Right? That's just like doing a rainbow scene, a rainbow movie. Well, the money, I went and got that bag. Oh, okay. Well, shit, I guess, because that's the same principle. If it's just about the bag, it ain't nothing you won't do.
Right. Okay. Yeah. You're on top of it. I want you to please stay on this topic, but I want to know if tonight or tomorrow are you going to discuss, because Trump has a new thing that just went into place. A woman that filed for child support cannot claim the baby on the taxes now. Have you talked about that already?
Nah, I don't know nothing about that. I ain't never.
Oh, okay. Well, this is what Trump has done. Any woman that has their baby father on child support, she can no longer claim the child on the taxes. The man gets to claim the child.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds promising. That sounds promising. But yeah, I ain't trying to get into the politics of dude like that. We just talking about this rap, this subject right here of Snoop and his fans, and I wanted to kind of get back into reading the comments.
Well, thanks for having me on. I'm gonna finish my hair, put on a new shirt, and I'll get back on right before you get off. I appreciate you, bro.
Man, yeah, go and get that collar right. All right. Peace.
Oh God.
Yeah, so let me put this back up here. This is the comments. And we, y'all can go to IG and just look at, how they're getting that Snoop in the comments. Like I said, we comedians over here. Nobody really knew my funny side because I was always the FOI, warrior. I got to be serious in the public because, it's warfare. But all my peers know how funny I really am behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? And how I bag and roast and all that. So when I seen, Snoop doing this even 8 years ago, saying you jigaboos and all that, I think that's me and him was cool. I think we was, we still cool, but he was more riding and banging, you know what I'm saying, trying to be mad against the real slave masters and whatever. But I never condoned just going at Trump because I knew way back then, like, Trump ain't do nothing that bad. Like, nah, bro, that's them small hat, them rainbow small hat powers, them handlers that's putting a battery in your back. Like, nah, you better watch out, man. Don't go there with it. Like, don't let them, but it was still in jokes. Like, a lot of stuff that's done in a comedic, joking kind of way, you can get it off. Much truth can be told in joke form, right? And roasting and bagging form. So he was able to get that off. But then once you start, going at your own people, like, instead of just going at Trump, stay on Trump or stay on these politicians or these whatever. But once you start pressing and clowning and shaming and bagging and talking derogatory against your own people, your fellow peers in the music industry that was known enough or popular enough for the White House at that time, Trump and them to want them to perform for the inauguration back then. And then you use your influence and your street LA street goon, suggestion as though it's going to be problems in these LA streets if you do that. You know what I'm saying? Because he really put it on thick on Kanye. Bless Kanye heart, but Kanye stayed, he stayed down. He wasn't trying to be on no gangbang and stuff, but shit, Kanye stood on his whatever testicles he be standing on, and he didn't try to play the tough guy route, but he held his position, stood on his own business. But as time goes on, you don't really hear nobody that's roasting Snoop back. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are scared to roast Snoop back. People are scared to roast Ice Cube back. People scared to roast Dr. Dre, even though Dr. Dre don't really be talking smack about nobody. But the people that's vocal out there that that's roasting, that's in the business of roasting and shaming and clowning and putting black people on a hot seat if they doing something against what you think they should be doing. That pendulum swings both ways. That's a double-edged sword. You know what I'm saying? It cut real bad on the way back. You know what I'm saying? So whatever we put out there, best believe the law of universal justice is going to have it coming back at us. Don't mean that we're going to have to respond the same way. Like, if we are a real one, that's a good test. That's a good trial and test of your character. If you're going to accept it and like, yeah, I tripped out. I was feeling myself. I was off them powder, or I was off this, I was off that, whatever. Say something. You know what I'm saying? But if you denying it and you rejecting and getting in your feelings and getting weird and lying and making up stories like, no, it was the crypto. I thought it was for the cryptocurrency. I was only, so you didn't know, that crowd, you didn't know it was $2,500 per ticket. And the crowd was full of Trump support. It was called the Trump inaugural ball. And you didn't know that. And you didn't know that all the mainstream media was going to be advertising it as such, and you was going to be one of the headliners or something. You didn't know that. Just because it wasn't tomorrow at the actual day or at the evening of the inauguration, are you trying to say that you act like that didn't have nothing to do with the inauguration of Trump? So I want to hear jokes. Get your Dave Chappelle on. make light of, make fun out of it, but at the same time, apologize or explain to your fans that's confused, that took your, what they thought was real pro-black activism against Trump and for black people. They took that serious. They didn't think that was a joke. They didn't think that was a rap lyric. They thought you was serious. Especially the rap peers that got called jigaboos and all of that, and just the voters that thought that Trump was better than Biden. The millions of black people that had common sense, that knew, not just thought, that knew that Biden and Harris did far worse, infinitely worse to black people than Trump has ever done to black people. And you call them jigaboos or F anybody that's going to consider voting for Donald Trump and just put the whole full court press against them. I mean, I didn't think that was a joke. I thought that was serious. But if it was a joke, joke's on you at this point, because now they back at you. Now the people that you influence and the people that heard you vow and give your word in the passionate positions and all that, now they not feeling it. They're not feeling it. And this is your response. Your response is that middle finger to all y'all. Get these walnuts. Get these walnuts. You're taking it back to 91, 92 now, 93. Now it's these nuts. Get these nuts. Like, okay. There's some nut crackers out here now. It's some it's a whole millions of black people that got them little metal thing, they in the business of cracking nuts. Yeah. So fame, man. Fame is a monster, man. Same thing that make you laugh, make you cry. Same thing that put you in heaven, put you in hell. Yep. On top of the world, how you on the bottom of the world, you can't hide. you know, you get so famous, you can't hide. Especially if you violate the people, you violate, you know, and Satan's is in the business of putting you in such a compromising position that you got to choose. You got to choose between them who can destroy you and humiliate you in a different kind of way, and then your own people who can destroy you and humiliate you in the other kind of way. They specialize. They're behavioral scientists of wickedness, of evil, of deception, of getting you caught in the cross. And that's where they got you. They got whatever Disney tapes, you know, no Disney tapes or whatever that they got on you. And then your people, you know, got the disappointment and the outrage and, you know, that we got because of, you know, we felt like we was pimped. And, you know, if I pimped this game, y'all, like, so we feel like the little $5 304s that you just been using, just telling us what we wanted to hear, making us think that you really loved us. You know how pimps do. But get out there and give me my money. You know I love you because I give you nothing. So, you know, you macked our minds. You know how the people feel like you macked our minds. You'll put that P game on us by the millions. And now it's the middle finger. Get these nuts. That's hilarious to me. Like, I get it, but I don't think they get it. I don't think the people get that joke. I don't think the people is really, really feeling that type of humor. You know what I'm saying? Because this is about the reparations of a whole nation. This is about the trauma and the hells that we still going through. We're not multimillionaires. We're not quarter of a billionaires. You know, what we look into this voting process for, or this whole Trump, you know, we really looking for help. People like Snoop and people that, you know, it don't matter who the president is to them because they're already quarter or half a billionaires or whatever. It don't even matter. So why act like you represent us, the poor, struggling, you know, masses of descendants of slaves, of black people? Don't act like you represent us then. But if you are 48 laws of power pimp type of thing, then you're going to try to use the masses of your people as a de facto army or a shield, human shields or whatever, to keep the saltines in check. But then you use the saltines or whatever to keep the ninjas in check. So, you know, we only able to get that finesse off on our people for so long until the curse is broken, or until the spell is broken. And now the spell is broken. And this is what we're looking at. It ain't just him, it's all of it. You know, you're gonna see it all. Started with Diddy, started with R. Kelly or whoever, you know, it's just gonna go down the line now. It's gonna go down the line. And I don't think, you know, I'll play this again. I don't think Trump is forgetting. I don't think Trump is forgetting.
People that were most loyal to me are people that I didn't think would be. Some of the people that were least loyal to me are people that I think I would have treated them differently. I think I would have treated different groups differently. I would have wiped the floor with the guys that weren't loyal, which I will now do, which is great. You know, I love getting even with people, but I will.
Slow up. You love getting even.
Oh, absolutely.
But tell me, I mean, you're going to get even with some people.
Yeah, I know. If given the opportunity, I will get even with some people that were disloyal to me. I mean, I had a group of people that were disloyal.
But how do you define disloyalty?
They didn't come to my aid.
Well, what did they do? They turned their back on you?
No, but they didn't do small things that would have helped. You see, I'm so loyal to people, and maybe I'm loyal to a fault, but I'm so loyal to people that when somebody's slightly disloyal to me, I look upon it as a great act of horror.
A great act of horror. I love getting even with people who were disloyal to me, right? So this was way back on 1992. This is way back in the 90s, early 90s. This is when the rap, you know, when Never Again and Doggy Style and all that, you know what I'm saying, the Chronic was about to come out. So he was saying this way back then when our rap careers first started. So now after all this time, is he even more so after his life done been attempted and he done been president for one whole term and seen all of the betrayal and all of the attempts on his life and career and image and finances. And so if God allowed or caused Trump to become the president again, which he is now, a lot of famous celebs are going to be in big trouble based on this, right? We ain't even heard from Trump. We haven't even heard from Trump regarding, these celebrities that had so much to say against him that help incite people to try to do harm to him in various type of ways. We ain't even heard from him regarding the ninjas, except for Fonnie Willis and the attorney general dude in New York and stuff like that. But as far as entertainers, like black entertainers, he ain't said nothing about them because that's his field. I think this whole Snoop, that's my person. I think that he just did a demonstration without even having to say a word. That's a real Don, a real Don, a real boss, mafia boss. Like, he didn't even have to say a word, but he got such and such performing. You know what I'm saying? What kind of deal did you get offered? Offer that you can't refuse. Was it really about money? So it's just begun. This has just begun. This has just begun. So y'all should go to the IG, man. Go to Snoop's IG and find this post right here where it say the middle finger unfollowed, and look at the comments. Scroll them comments. I'm just here for the comments. You know how you be. I'm just here for the comments. Look at them comments, man. That ain't got nothing to do with Brother Cam. Don't act like Brother Cam the one set this off. I don't got that kind of power. I don't got that kind of influence, right? Right? I'm broke, washed up, bitter, whatever. I ain't got that kind of influence. Who did this? Cam didn't do this. Go look at them comments. Snoop, Soldier Boy, Ross, and Nelly on the Diddy tapes. Man, I don't know. I don't know who on them Diddy tapes. I know I ain't. That's all I know. I know who ain't on them tapes. Shit. Madon, what up with you, bro?
Yo, Cam, salute. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Is it a delay?
I don't know. I was my connection going in and out. I don't know if it's I'm more pointing out. I can drop down and come back if it is.
What's your thoughts though? You got a comment, question on this particular subject about the fan, Snoop's fan torturing him in his comment section?
Hey man, I think it's like I said, man, your hypocrisy, man, is only the joy of that hypocrisy is only for a moment. You might think you got away with it and think it's under the rug and but the receipts remain. So I understand his reaction. He's upset. And then when I saw you show the picture with Donald Trump with his hand around Snoop's shoulder grabbing his is that a real photo? I don't know. Was that a real photo when Trump got his arms around Snoop?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know which photo you're talking about. It's something supposed.
I thought it was a photo. Well, I thought it was one you showed where like Trump was standing with Snoop and Trump had his arm around him or something like that.
Nah, that wasn't me.
I don't know.
Nah, that wasn't me.
Okay,
I don't know. I don't know. You talking about during the celebrity roast? That might have been true if Snoop had on a yellow, like a Lakers shirt, a yellow shirt or something. That was.
I can't remember what he had, but.
But what are you saying though? You saying that to say what?
Okay, well, if the photo is real, the way Trump had his hand around Snoop grabbing his shoulder, right? From my observation and experience, or just just on the outside looking in, to me that's like one of them power grabs, like when someone got more money than you and more power, and they put their arms around you and grab you like that. That's like, this my boy. I mean, that's how I look at it.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Like
not my boy.
That picture was if he had on yellow, that was at the Trump celebrity roast. So that was before he ever ran for president. So he wasn't even running for president at that time. So That's the only picture that I know that they took together was doing that Donald Trump celebrity roast.
Okay, maybe I was watching something else. Somebody had a picture. I thought it looked recent, but I don't know if it was photoshopped or what. But you know, people got magic these days when it comes to them pictures, so I don't know. But
Yeah,
but
I
other
don't
than
know.
that, man, yeah. But other than that, you know, I mean, everybody else who went, I don't, because to me, if they wanted to go, that was their prerogative, right? But because we know back in the day, I think Easy E went. I don't know, it's Too Short went, but I remember he had that rhyme when he was like, they said, meet me at the White House, and I was there. Yeah, said
No,
something like that, but I don't know if he
was
went.
no. That was Too Short, and that was talking about the Million Man March. That wasn't talking about. Yeah, that was Too Short rapping the Million Man. Said meet me at the White House on the White House lawn or whatever for the Million Man March. And the Easy E one was what Q was talking about. I never had dinner with the president. I never had dinner with the president. When I see your ass again, I'll be hesitant. So Easy E paid for a dinner back in the day, you know, to be at the White House, but he did it as like a troll or something like that. It wasn't like he was really, you know, trying to get up with whoever the president was. It was it was like a fluke or something like that. So yeah, them two different things. Third eye.
I see what you're saying. I always.
What's going on, peoples? Yeah.
Third eye.
Hey, what's going on, peoples?
What up? What's your thoughts?
Hey, man. Hey, I agree with a lot of people that's mad at Snoop because he should have came out, you know, and apologized before he did this performance or whatever, you know. To even show Trump some kind of love, he should have apologized to the people that he called coons and sellouts for supporting Trump. You know, he was supposed to make it right before this, you know. So, hey, he deserved all the smoke that's out there for him. He deserved all. You know what I'm saying?
Especially if he wasn't serious and he was just roasting and clowning, calling black people publicly, calling them jigaboos and sambos and all of that. If he was just clowning, then okay, you can laugh it off just like he can laugh this off because we finna call him the same thing, and you know they calling him even worse.
Oh yeah.
So you know if he really apologized to Gayle King, like did you really mean what you said, you funky goat mouth B? Like you know what I'm saying when she was talking to Lisa Leslie after Kobe, you know, died, and trying to still bring up that he was a RAP, you know, IST about the white girl and all of that. And you know, so he used his platform to cuss her out, but then came back and apologized. Like, so you apologize to her, but you won't apologize to black people that didn't do nothing nowhere close to as bad as that.
Exactly, and all this, the outrage. This all goes back to what I talked to you about previously. How our people is letting us know what side is greater than the other side in their eyes. You know, they it's all about the Dems. Now, if Donald Trump had that D in front of his name, he'd probably go down as the greatest president ever if he was a Democrat. You know. It's all about
what do Democrats or Republicans got to do with it?
No, I'm talking about the outrage from our people. You know,
I'm just saying, what did that got to do with, like, is our people outraged because of Democrat or Republican, or do they just think that Trump is a racist?
Nah, because if he had
our
that
people don't even know nothing about Democrat or Republican.
Yeah, they lining up with who whatever side they represent. And Trump not on the side that they represent, so he gonna automatically because if you look at it, Joe is way more of a racist towards blacks than Trump is, but Joe Biden got that D in front of his name.
But our people don't care about no D. Our people don't even know nothing about no D. Our people knows about the media. Whoever controls the media and the money, it don't got nothing to do with Democrat or Republican. Our people follow the media. Our people don't follow that. They don't know nothing about either Republican Party or Democrat Party. Well, we follow the media.
I don't know because if Candace Owens If Candace Owens had that D in front of her name, she wouldn't be getting as much smoke as she was. You see how much love they got for Kamala.
You just not listening to nothing I'm saying. How old are you, Third Eye? How old are you, bro?
I'm 46.
And how long have you been, quote unquote, black conscious or politically conscious?
Ooh, for about 30 years now.
So you've been voting?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're politically conscious and you're voting?
Yes. I didn't
just the fact if you're politically conscious, if you're politically black conscious, you wouldn't be voting.
No, I want to say politically black conscious. I didn't find out about the history of this organization until about 6 or 7 years ago. I voted blindly since I was 18. I voted blindly because our parents told us what we should do. My story is the same story for like 75 to 80%.
Right. I understand that. So do you think that your story and the 85% know better than, say, the Nation of Islam about this subject, these processes and these subjects?
Oh no, not at the time, but now.
No, right now. Do you think you know more than me or equal to me right now on this subject?
We know about the same, yeah. Right now.
How do you know what I know?
I know who's behind. I know who's
behind the Democrats.
It's the J people.
Okay, well, why are you saying the D's then? Why are you not saying the J's?
I know that.
No. I just had to pull it out of you. Why you just ain't say it? Why you keep saying the D's, the Democrat? Why ain't you say the J's?
Why I say that is because the people who are listening to this, they don't know that.
Well, then why wouldn't you say who it really is? That don't make no damn sense. Why are you keeping the confusion going when you can say who really is the culprit behind that? Who the real mastermind deceivers are?
When we talk about the J people, that's kind of like layman terms to a lot. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
what does that mean?
The masses of our people, they don't know that the J people, they know.
So who's supposed to teach them? Who's supposed to teach them?
That's what I'm saying. They know part.
Well, why are you not teaching them? I'm checking you to say what it's supposed to be. Why are you gonna keep saying the D and the Democrats?
Because that's all they know.
Why is that all they know? Because people like you, that's all you keep repeating, right?
The J people controls the D people. Okay, I know that, but they don't know that. All they know is Democrat Party and Republican Party. That's what I'm saying. I can't just say J people and they don't know who.
Why you can't just say J people?
Because it's not.
I'm saying it.
They not going to understand what J people is.
All right, bro. All right, I'm gonna have to cut you off right there. So now you saying that our people is so foolish and what we not gonna understand, just like you saying that you understand equally about what I understand, and so all of that's arrogance. All of that's no track record, no receipts, no file, no history of activism or consciousness or whatever. So. We're not going to tolerate too much of that. I love you, Third Eye, but you are not qualified, brother. Madon.
Hey, man, yeah, that was I don't know what to call that one, man, but
we deal with root knowledge. We don't deal with leaf knowledge, branch knowledge, fruit knowledge. We deal with roots. We don't waste time. We wasted too much time dealing with symptoms. You got to get to the cause, to the root. Democrats are not the cause or the root. Democrats are not the cause or the root of our people's deception. Right? You Christians, most people is Christians before they're Democrats. The Bible says the devil deceives the whole world. The dragon deceived the whole world. Don't say the Democrats deceived the whole world. Before there was ever such thing as a Democrat, the devils was deceiving the whole world. Right? So do you want to identify the devils or you want to keep on saying the Democrats? Who enslaved us, especially if people talking about Donald Trump, you know, because I agree with you on certain things of especially with the Central Park 5 and all of that. That was all Democrats that was running that whole play. Democrat judges, Democrat lawyers, Democrat, you know, people that was pushing for Central Park 5 business. They was trying to blame on Trump. No, that was all Democrats that did that. But we know that we're not going to be playing around in some shallow water. Like, you're not going to get to the root of nothing in the shallow water. Let's get to who established that. Who's the lobby? Who's the strongest lobby of the Democrats? Whose policies are the Democrats implementing? Netanyahu. And then Netanyahu is just a buffer for the Vatican. So if you ain't gonna talk God talk, politics don't mean ish. This is God talk. It's either devil talk or God talk, not politics talk, because Republicans and Democrats is just the same devils and Satans. That's Coke and Pepsi. That's Coke and Pepsi.
Yeah, that's real, Cam. It's like a lot of people, they still want to blame the spider web instead of blaming the spider.
Right.
They want to, you know,
because they don't want to go. They don't want to fight the spider.
Right.
It's too hard. It's easy to fight the web. It's easy to say the web is the problem. No, it's the spider that keep on getting you caught in the web.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a trip, man.
Man, y'all hit the like button and share this, because we're gonna go deeper into Snoop responding to his disappointed fans with an IG meme, with this IG meme right here. Right there. Y'all go to his IG page, and he got the song called Unfollowed or Middle Fingers, and they in the comments lighting him up everywhere that he's going right now. And like I said, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was all fun and games, but apparently the fans are not taking it like that. So I think he probably want to go out, get out ahead of this as soon as possible and do some damage control. But I guess this is his version of damage control. You can see all of these comments right here. You know, he's saying get these nuts. He's saying get these walnuts. You know what I'm saying? And his middle finger, because I don't care what y'all going through. I'm bigger than the program. I am the program. Snoop is basically telling y'all, you know, I am the program. You know what I'm saying? So y'all ain't bigger than me. Y'all ain't bigger than me. So y'all not bigger than my program, but I'm bigger than y'all. I'm bigger than y'all program. So I am y'all's program. I don't have to apologize. I don't have to explain. That's the humor. That's the joke. That's the joke roasting of it. So I don't know if he's serious. I don't know if y'all should take him that serious. But, you know, that's something he needs to get out in front of this and communicate and figure out, or go live or something, and let the people know what you really was thinking. Let the people know that, yeah, I thought this was the cryptocurrency ball. I thought this was about cryptocurrency. I wouldn't say do that, because they're going to tear your ass. They're going to eat you alive. You try to run that weak ass excuse. I would just get out in front of it and say, yeah, man, you know, I just went and got that bag or whatever. I don't see a real successful way out of this. I don't see no real successful way out of this, other than just telling the truth and confessing. Confession is good for the soul. It's good for your soul and our souls. Like, okay, you might find some compassion in the people if you just go out and confess and admit that you was wrong, and say, well, I'm gonna do some atonement. I'm gonna take this percentage or half of the proceeds of whatever Trump gave me and give it to my black people, or give it to other artists or something like me. Not sure. That's a joke. That's a joke. I couldn't receive it if I wanted to, because we far past that. But the other people that actually, you know, that's trying to be in the music industry and that might have got snubbed, or you might have influenced something. Like it's or just poor people, period. I don't know, something for the fans. Something for the fans, because the fans is more hurt than anything. I seen DL Hughley going in real big. That's one of the people that made me share it. When I shared it, then niggas took it real serious. But I'm just roasting. I just be clowning and roasting. I love Snoop. Snoop got love for me. I got love for Snoop. Same with Q. I love Q. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a roast your ass. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how they feel about me, but they not no threat to me. It's all jokes. It's all jokes. They ain't never paid my bills. I ain't never paid their bills. You know what I'm saying? Mutual respect. I'm not into what they into. I don't believe in what they believe in. I don't value what they value. So it's not no beef. It's just we on different paths or whatever, but we still got vicious sense of humor. We still can joke and bag and roast or whatever based on what I believe in against whatever they get down like and believe in, and vice versa. Like we know how to laugh. At least I do. I thought niggas was having fun and joking, but niggas mad at me. Niggas be mad at me. Even if we scrap, like you're still supposed to laugh it off afterwards and have a beer or whatever dudes do. Like, yeah, everybody too sensitive and it's weird. Like that's why I can't I can't be around it like that. Like, man. But yeah, just admit that you effed up. Admit that you whatever, you was drunk or high or I don't know. Tell the people something. Shit, don't tell them get these nuts because they gonna get them. They gonna get them all right. Or if they ain't got already, if somebody else ain't already sawed them off, they gonna get what's left.
Hey, man. And see, that's the thing, man. You cannot underestimate the power of receipts. We're in the age of receipts, man. And I think it caught Snoop off guard. He didn't think somebody was gonna pull that old receipt, man. But whoever pulled that receipt, man, they're a master. Or maybe the master's the one put the receipt out. I don't know.
Hey, ain't no telling, man. Like I said, I just shared it. I got a call last night, you know what I'm saying, cussing me out. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say who it was. I'm like, man, I didn't create that shit. Like, I damn sure shared it. It's hilarious. Damn sure shared it and put my own little touches to it. That shit is hilarious. Anybody lied on you. Ain't nobody put no AI voice on you like Drake did on his rap, nigga. That's really you saying that. That was hilarious and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I thought everybody was gonna be laughing together. Like, all right, go on and clean that up, man. You better hurry up and go clean that butt shit. And he was just staying away from it. Like, oh, okay, well, shit, there's something else to this. Man, don't get mad at me.
Yeah, I thought his response would have been more professional. But I mean, if it was a joke, it was funny. But at the same time, I would have, I don't. He could have came a little bit short, a little smoother, a little sharper. But hey.
Yeah, maybe. Joe Pitt said you should do a segment on black folks' humor, right? Like, because that's all we got, man. Shit, we got to laugh at stuff to keep from crying. I got a real dark sense of humor. I laugh at stuff that probably you shouldn't laugh at, and that's why I don't do it publicly, because people really get heartbroken or get their feelings hurt or want to do something, and I don't be meaning it like that, but I can mean it like that. Like, it's nothing that I really take that serious no more. It's all fun. It's all funny. If I can laugh at it, I'm gonna find a way to laugh at it. And the greatest comedians are the same way. That, like, they got real tragedy in their life and real, trauma and all that. They just gifted. They gods at being able to convert that into real stories and humor and sarcasm, and you know what I'm saying, and setting principles up and delivering certain sentences with certain kind of punchlines, because it should be hilarious if you know how to laugh at it. And then it comforts other people that's going through the same type of life and death stuff or whatever, or trauma. So they like doctors, like comedians is like greater therapists and doctors and psychiatrists than the doctors themselves, in my view. I love to laugh, and I love to be able to laugh at tragedy, not like you mocking it, but like you laughing at your own pain. That's why I call my thing Campaign Trail. I try not to laugh at nobody else's pain, but I definitely gonna laugh at my pain and say, yeah, I effed up. Yeah, man, I was out there bad. I was slipping. This happened, that happened. But if somebody else is roasting me or roasting my people, and then you slip on a banana peel or get the banana in the tailpipe or something, I'm definitely getting that laugh on. I'm gonna definitely share some laughs. Shit, I'm gonna definitely share it. So I guess you're just gonna have to take it the way you take it, and you can. Anybody got my number like they got last night? You got my number. Shit, we can holler with I ain't But yeah, man, it's supposed to be all fun. It's supposed to be all jokes and roasting. I don't know how we turn into super sensitive Ralph Tresvant sensitivity. Need a man with sensitivity, a man like me. I don't know when we started doing that, but it's all good. I'm still laughing.
Almost deaf. See, that Jigaboo card hit different. When you did the coon part, hey.
You gotta be aware of your reach, your influence. You a global figure. So for you be calling your own people jigaboos associated with Trump or supporting Trump or performing for Trump, like you specified this shit, like ouch. Like you specified it, like you know what I'm saying? And now you gotta lay in the specific words, the specific word bed that you made for yourself, that you made for other people. It's cold. That's a cold bed to lay in right there. Jam Jack says somebody in the comments said he'll apologize when it's time to sell something again. Man, but I think it's bigger than money. I don't think money is the thing. I don't think this is for money. I don't think it's for money. Money is the excuse. Money is the excuse that you be able to try to run when somebody said that you got punked or you sold out. Then you're like, yeah, well, do you know how much that check was? It don't matter how much that check was. All money ain't good money. So you saying for the right check, you would do a rainbow scene. You'll perform in an adult rainbow movie film then, right? For the right check. Somebody offer you $1 billion, you would do a rainbow, a male on male rainbow scene, right? No, I would never. Okay, then. Well, you supposed to got some morals and some codes, some stuff you won't do for money, right? This wasn't one of them. Because you damn sure put the pressure on us that we shouldn't do it.
Hey, that's real. And I think the reason people upset, well, I don't know why, but see, within our community, that Jigaboo jacket lasts a long time. It's everlasting. It's hard to get that Jigaboo jacket up off you. And I think, that may probably
I don't think so. I don't think so. Like because of the Nation of Islam's history with coming to agreements with white people and with white institutions, it's really not that hard. It's only hard if you out there as an island acting like you some lone wolf Malcolm X militant person, you know what I'm saying? Like you bigger than the program, you bigger than this program, like you know what I'm saying? That's when you're gonna get your ass toe up, because you out there freestyling. You out there freestyling, but there's rules of engagement if you're going to come to agreement or come to some truce or ceasefire or some whatever, or come to some deal with somebody that you just said was your open enemy yesterday. It's a way that you're supposed to go about that, and he don't got them kind of soldiers around him clearly, so you're gonna wind up like this, looking like this.
Yeah, and I guess that's pretty much what I was trying to say. Like, once you come out and just say, like if you do this, you this, you this, and you that, and then you turn around and walk into that that jacket, that's man. That's
yeah. my bad. Here's the StreamYard link. Because I can't see what's happening in the Facebook feed. But anybody that wants to hop on the live with me and express any disagreement or, opposing viewpoint, then you're welcome to hop on here with me. I'm not going to cuss you out. Like I said, this is all fun and jokes and roasting. So I won't be offended. I might cut you off if you wasting my time, if I think you wasting my time, but I definitely want to hear from you, and I'll let you speak as long as you potent with it and you making some sense. Mark say jealousy being the new black. I painfully learned us as a people can't or will not or refuse to come together unless it's on some mutual hating. We a sad spectacle phenomenon of internecine warfare. Yeah, that's sad but true. That's a pretty accurate diagnosis. But there's the StreamYard link. Anybody want to hop on here with Brother Cam. I'm gonna be on here for like 18, 19 more minutes. And I'm gonna hop off. We got sheet term memory up in here. I see sheet term memory. I don't know. But yeah, I can hop on the live and I'll bring you on. Rob Worley, you welcome. Yeah, matter of fact, my website is back up, but I'm kind of still backlogged on getting some inventory out. But West Coast Cam, ionic colloidal silver, y'all can get your ionic colloidal silver on my website. West Coast Cam. It's a couple of orders that I'm late on, and anytime I'm late with an order, I double it up. Meaning, if you got 3 bottles, I'm gonna send you 6. So anytime you late or it's a delay on my end or whatever, then I'm a double your order. So, because I don't want my name attached to to no poor service or whatever. So, but my website was down for about a month and a half, maybe 2 months, something like that, and I didn't even know it. And people was complaining and saying, I sent this out and I sent that out. So that's them folks. So I finally just got it back up about a week and a half ago. So westcoastcam.com if you're interested in ionic colloidal silver, y'all can research what that's about. And also, follow me on my personal YouTube page, which is at West Coast Cam. I'm gonna put it in the chat right quick because I'm about to start getting real active on that page also, because I don't want to jeopardize Big Steel this page with too much of the stuff that I'm talking about. I gotta wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow, January 20th is the inauguration, so we're gonna see how much more social media changes and relaxing the restrictions and the censorship and all this type of stuff. So hopefully, Trump's presence will scare these social media sites into relaxing they censorship and the BS that they've been putting us through for the last 4 years. Salute Yusuf Arlan, Wrench Mob, Jabril Elmatic. Thank you. And that's the link to my website. JLJ, thank you for the Cash App. Man, I didn't know my Cash App still worked. Man, I ain't got a Cash App in so long. Thank you, JL. I got your Cash App, man. Greatly appreciate it. Keeping the lights on over here. I don't discourage nobody from super chatting on YouTube, but YouTube take I think 30% or something like that. So I don't got no problem with it because I do want to highlight y'all. If anybody got comments or something, or you want me to shout out your business or your comment attached to a super chat or a super sticker, I greatly appreciate that, and I definitely will promote whatever you want me to promote. But if you want to really just help directly or whatever, I would say instead of giving 30% of your contribution to Leor Cohen and YouTube, you can send it directly to my Cash App. But either way, I'm saying I'm gonna still shout you out and try to send twice, if not 10 times more business back your way, so we can keep it mutual. But yeah, Snoop responds to his disappointed fans with the IG meme post on his Instagram, and they torturing him in the comments. Y'all should go over there and check it out. Are we taking it too serious? Are we putting too much expectation on rappers and entertainers, or are these entertainers imposing their influence on us? Who's supposed to check who? Are they supposed to check us and say who we shouldn't vote for and who we shouldn't support? Or are we supposed to check them and say, you don't tell us what the hell we supposed to vote for or who we supposed to perform for? How is it supposed to go? How do y'all think it's supposed to go? Same day parlay. Snoop still the homie. Exactly. Snoop. I love Snoop. I love Snoop. Even if me and Snoop don't ever do no business again or kick it again, the good times and based on the stuff that he has helped me out with, you know what I'm saying? I always love Snoop. Unless he just all the way violate, then I can not love you real quick. If he violate, certain things I ain't gonna speak on, then that's anybody, my own mama, my own wife, my own children. I can not love you immediately and do something about it. But yeah, I ain't got no problem with Snoop like that. You know what I'm saying? I just call people out on the shit that they call us out on. I call Snoop out. I call anybody on the West Coast, my West Coast rap peers and actors, producers, whoever. If you of my generation and my section, I'm gonna call you out if you out of pocket. That means I love you. If a person ain't checking you and pulling your coattail and calling you out or whatever, they don't love you. Because they niggas quick to do me. They gonna call me right up. Like, nigga, like my bro called me up last night. Nigga, he called me all kind of niggas. And how you gonna like, nigga? I didn't take it personal. I was like, man, I ain't that shit was hilarious. I know that he's probably even madder how I was laughing at him when he was saying it, but like that shit hilarious. That's hilarious. You might want to get out in front of it and not try to run that excuse that it was a crypto thing. It was for cryptocurrency shit. You might want to change that narrative and shit. Get out in front of this thing while it's still time.
Yeah, that's real, man. I think that it shows the power is in the people that's online. The people have a right to check if you contradict yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean, I don't see. Yeah, hey, it is what
and it's
it
not
is.
just contradicting yourself. You dissing us. Like if you just was saying whatever, F Trump, and then you go perform for Trump, that's one thing. But the main violation is you dissing us. You're dissing us. You calling us jigaboos and Uncle Toms and Mother Effers and Sambos and Ozza such and such a master sir. You saying that about us. That's where you effed up at. That's like the minister society. You know you effed up, right? You know what I'm saying? That's where you effed up at. But it's funny, it's hilarious because okay, if that's what you thought or felt, then stand on it. Okay, just stand on it. But since you didn't stand on it, you laid down and you rolled over on it, then you got to take these whips. You got to take these lashes, bruh. You got to take this roasting, this rotisserie that niggas got for you. They got rotisseries for you now. Snoop kebabs, nigga. They got Snoop kebabs for you. They got you finna be on the grill.
Right. Can't turn the stove off when we start cooking. Why we got to turn the stove off? You know what I'm saying? Now that's cool.
That's just how it works. And ain't no love lost. Like I said, I love the fact to see if you bounce back like a man. If you take accountability and like a man, then oh man, that's solid. Okay, you kept it 1,000. You tripped. You said this, you said that. But if you doing like a female and denying it and not taking accountability and making excuses and pointing at everybody else, that's female business. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's gonna make the roasting worse. That's gonna make the roasting last even longer. And then it'll lead you to some Drake career-ending Drake, butt of the jokes, a never-ending humiliation. So don't do that. You're just gonna pull out the testicles, man, and stand on the error that you made and get out in front of it. But I can't tell nobody what to do. That's what I would do. That's what I would do.
Yeah, and I'm glad you keep highlighting the main point is that he pointed the finger and said what he was gonna do to the jigaboos and how he was gonna roast. So I'm glad you keep highlighting that, man.
Yeah, he said that. He said what he was gonna do. I'm gonna roast the F out of you. Matter of fact, let's hear it from the dog's mouth.
So ain't nobody gonna perform for Donald Trump, huh?
So right there, apparently he had just heard that some black people was performing for Donald Trump because he's sarcastically saying, so ain't nobody gonna perform for Donald Trump, huh? So what's this? Who is these people that's scheduled to perform?
Which one of you jigaboo ass niggas gonna be the first one to do it? I'm waiting. I'm gonna roast the fuck out one of you Uncle Tom ass niggas for doing it.
I'm waiting. I'm not we're. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you. I'm Snoop. I got the microphone that can humiliate you globally because I'm Snoop and I know my power and my influence. So I'm waiting. Any one of you niggas need to have a mirror. You need to have that AKA ski weed mirror and shit right there in front of you. Talking to myself and shit now.
Which one of you niggas gonna do it first? Osby's the one that performs for himself.
Yeah, so that's where it burns at. That's the lemon and the alcohol in the paper cut right there. That's the squeezing of the lemon and alcohol in the paper cut right there. What you're saying, what you're gonna do to these sellout jigaboos, and that's where you gotta be a big man to laugh at yourself. Look at my pain or laugh at my pain. Who was that? Was that Mike Epps or either Mike Epps or Kevin Hart? Somebody who had a comedy special like laugh at my pain.
Yeah, I can't remember who that was. Yeah,
that's what he got to do right now. You got to just dig deep and laugh at that shit, man. I was tripping, man. I was on that stuff, or I was on something. You know what I'm saying? I'm pulling for you, Snoop. We pulling for you, man. Don't go to the upside down, bro. Don't go to the upside down in this. Don't go to the Stranger Things in this. Stay on this side.
Just come out and say, look, man, Joe Biden, them, they gave me the bag at the time, and I just, or whatever it was. Yeah.
Right. Tristan Bay said, I still got love for Snoop, but this is a very bad look for him given his previous criticism of Trump in the past. Not Trump. That's not that. You can always change your mind about a political candidate. This ain't about his criticism of Trump. This is his criticism of his own people. This ain't about F Trump, F any presidential candidate. This is not about that. I can't stress that enough. Yeah, we want to keep on focusing on, on what he said about Trump. So what? No, it's about what you said publicly about your own people. That's the violation. That's the wound. What you said against your own people, your own peers, black peers that you calling a jigaboo. You wasn't talking about white people or Mexicans. You were talking about your own black people, your own celebrity black peers. That's the violation, not what he said about Trump. That is not the violation, what you say about any political dude. That's not it. Yeah, Adrian. What up, Adrian Martinez? Wrench Mob. Yeah, Jam Jack. Yep, Kevin Hart. Laugh at my pain. Yep. Michi. Snoop looking dumb AF. Missionary was so good too. Missionary was so good. Oh, you're talking about the album? Okay, like I'm thinking, damn, what? Oh, okay. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah. Lonnie said, put his own foot in his mouth. Trump, same day parlay. Trump will take care of y'all starting tomorrow. Yeah. I agree. Unfortunately. What's your thoughts, Madame? You got anything to add to this?
Yeah, man. Cam, I think a lot of people, I guess like you said, people was upset with you because we laughed and you laughed, which I thought, it's comedy. I mean, what's problem? What's the problem with laughing? But it goes to show, some things could be like a little razor bump, but I guess when you said it, it cut to the asunder. It hit different. I guess you know what I'm saying. It just
Yeah.
the truth. It just.
Yeah, I seen Nelly. Nelly was on with Willie D. Shouts out Willie D and shouts out Nelly. You know what I'm saying? They kind of had a lightweight little debate on YouTube. And they were saying that Nelly had got the best of Willie D because his argument was strong and he wasn't trying to make no excuses. Like none of these people was talking, as far as I know, was talking bad against other black people, except for Willie D and Snoop and a few people like that. Like if you got a problem with Trump, just keep it on Trump. Don't start attacking black people that don't feel the same way about Trump that you do. So now you attacking black people, talking about, your mama should have pulled out, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like just, you getting into some personals and that'll get you into some stuff that you ain't ready to get into. Right. If you want to keep it politics or whatever, just keep it politics. I understand it's probably supposed to be shock value or whatever. You want to get clicks or kind of clickbait or controversial sayings or whatever, so people tune in. But it's people out here, man, that they ain't got nothing to lose. If they catch up with one of us, they're gonna express themselves in a different kind of way. But Nelly wasn't dissing black people that wanted to vote for whoever they wanted to vote for. And who else was it? Soldier Boy and Rick Ross or whoever else that was supposed to be performing. I didn't hear them talking bad against black people that might have wanted to vote for Trump. And regarding Trump, like I had this up earlier, and say, fun fact, Trump was never labeled a racist until he ran for president of the United States. So if you go back in his history, like he always just used to hang with, like as you see right here, black activists, black civil rights stars and leaders. All right. So why they didn't never call him a racist? Not saying that he ain't, but whatever he was, he wasn't so bad to them that they called him that. So why are you calling him that when they knew him better than you? Right? They're the real black leaders that went through the struggle in the 60s and the civil rights and all of that. And Trump was there also. I don't know how he helped or how he didn't help. But we also know where Biden and Kamala Harris was at, and where the Bushes and their family at, and where the Clintons was at. Like, you know what I'm saying? We know that what they was at and their contribution to one side or the other. So that's what Nelly was talking about. Like, show me, where Trump was so much of a racist that y'all calling him Hitler, and y'all, he's so much of a monster and this and that. And nobody's just like me. I've been asking that for 8 years, 9 years, and nobody can show me. And I don't vote. I don't give a damn about either one of them. But I'm not gonna let a white man get lied on, just like I'm not gonna let a black man get lied on. If my people is involved, like shit, why are you calling this dude a Hitler? What did he do? And then you want to go campaign for Biden? Totally insane. Totally insane to me, in my personal opinion or view.
Yeah, that's real. I saw that with Nelly, man. And Willie, I got to call it like I see it, man. Willie D was looking like Silly D to me. Cause I'm like, yo, man, like he was trying to catch Nelly up, and Nelly like, hold on, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I heard Willie D during the course of the campaign say different thing about different people who was in support of Trump and stuff like that, towards black people, which is should be the highlight, like we said with Snoop. It ain't about Trump, it's about what black people who's in support of Trump we're the jigaboos or whoever the case may be. So, you know, I think a lot of them brothers, they just getting exposed, and it's that season, man. And it is, hey.
Ray G say Yeezy loves Trump. Did the black delegation trade Ye yet? No, I didn't. I wouldn't trade Ye. I wouldn't trade Snoop neither. I think they would trade themselves. By their own actions and their own words. Kanye ain't been inconsistent. Like, he's been consistent. He just expressed himself so what do you call it? Vital, like vitality. I mean, unstably, like but he be keeping the same subject matter. He holds his position, but his emotions be so up and down with how he expresses himself. It's hard to like rock with him or whatever. But he ain't changed his tune as far as I know. Just like I haven't. Like I'll say white lives matter. White lives do matter. I would definitely sell some White Lives Matter apparel. I would definitely do that. That's brilliant move, right?
Right.
I would definitely do that. I wouldn't go through hugging Trump and saying I love Trump and all that what Kanye was doing. But then Kanye also said Trump deceived me. You know what I'm saying? Trump made me think that it was this and that. So he gonna still stay. He gonna get right in front. He gonna get out in front of whatever he did and whatever he said, and stand on his business. We gonna go radio silent. You know what I'm saying? We gonna hit the mute button, hit the Helen Keller buttons, and act like we didn't do it and think it's gonna go away. It should just be quiet. The ninjas, they attention span only lasts about a week or 2 weeks. That's ninjas, but Trump and them and Trump's followers is not gonna let it go away in a week or 2 weeks. They're gonna be on some Republican elephant that don't forget shit. These elephants ain't forgetting. They, ninjas, they count on, small hats count on ninjas short attention span, ADD, for them to forget what gets done to us. But these elephants, these militia, 80 million Trump white Americans ain't forgetting shit. They not forgetting nothing that ninjas had to say and nothing that ninjas did. That's why you see CNN and ABC and TMZ reporting on Snoop performing, and now they clowning him, talking about to a lackluster crowd, like the crowd wasn't really feeling it. So they already setting up the character assassination and the defuse in him. Like, we got him, okay, we already bought him now. We bought him, he was for sale. Now we finna ruin his integrity, we finna ruin his reputation. We're gonna let the people, we're gonna paint the story like, oh shit, he just was like on Django, whatever that movie was. He just one of the two ninjas right there in the living room wrestling to death. They fighting to death while the rich slave masters is having dinner talking about whatever they talking about. They just look to the left and they see two niggas fighting in the living room or something. Like, that's how they played him. That's how they finna start playing that. Like, you ain't even really no factor. We just bought you. We just wanted some entertainment, like how them trillionaire Saudis be doing in Dubai and shit. He just come over here and fight over here, fight in my living room, or Beyonce perform in my bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Perform for my little daughter in the bathroom in my garage or something. Here, we'll give you 10 million or something. That's how they playing niggas right now.
Definitely, man. I mean, definitely. It's a bad look, man. But at the same time, it's a learning moment. It's definitely a learning moment, you know what I mean, for the masses of the people to see that, hey, here's what they think about you, and that these are the results. You know what I mean? If you you make comments towards black people and then, you become that what you say you wasn't.
Yeah, and here's what they think about you, and here's what you think about them. Right. You know what I'm saying? Here's what you think about them. So based on what you showing how you think about them, middle finger with these nuts, you know what I'm saying? Then they're gonna show you how they think about you. Here's what they think about you based on how you've proven that you think about them. So now the wise people get our popcorn, we sit back, You know what I'm saying? And we stay out the way and let nature take its course. That's what wise people do. But before we do that, you know, mercy and grace people try to advise you one last time of how to get out in front of this thing. This is not the way you want this to go. But hey, I'm broke. I'm bitter. You know, I'm a loser. I'm a hater. So you might not, you know, think I got your best interest at heart. So my advice means nothing. You know what I'm saying? So let me just take my popcorn and get out the way and watch the show and make content. You know what I'm saying? Let me just make content since I'm a YouTuber now. But I'm funny. I'm still super funny behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? And I can be a little funny in front of the scenes, but like I said, my humor is a little too dark and people take it serious and they get offended. So I can't even show that side of my, you know, of my personality. But you know, a little of it be leaking out. You know, I might become a stand-up comedian someday.
Hey, it's right. Hey, I'm with you, bro. Cause hey, that's what I'm gonna do. That's like that with that song they made. I'm gonna just sit back and watch the show. People don't know me no more. You know,
man. Man, yeah. So yeah, that's why this is the campaign. You know, I'm in pain while I'm laughing. Laugh at my pain. All right, because I don't know if they in pain or not. You know, they got enough money to take a vacation or move out of the country or whatever, but I don't know if you able to do that. If you a high price slave, if you bound by corporate deals or whatever that you already been paid for, you can't retire. You can't move out of the country and just get away from people. Because you gotta get on that track. You gotta get on that blade for corporate zaddy. You know what I'm saying? You might be pimping us, but you the 304 for them. You a high class call girl to them. You ain't free. You can't. You don't belong to you. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, they looking like it's bottom 304.
Yes, I mean, especially if that's the image that we made our claim to fame off of pimping and 304. So who's the real pimp? Who's the pimp and who's the 304 at this point? Just because we in a different tax bracket, it ain't billionaire hoes out there. There ain't billionaire hoes and trillionaire pimps.
Man,
that don't exist. Because if you was a real billionaire, if you was free, you would be able to do whatever you want with your billion. You would be able to get ghosts and do whatever you want. But which black billionaire do you see doing that?
Right.
At least from America. If it is one, they in Africa somewhere. But a black billionaire from America, you bought and sold. You bought and paid for. You do not own yourself. You do not own your $1 billion. That's Debo's billion. You just get to keep it in your bank account. It's kind of like both of y'all's. Shit.
Hey, man. Oh, man.
Man. So that's what we got. We ain't got nothing better to do, man. It's Sunday. I could be talking about some religion, but I'm not. We talking about rap. Y'all want to hear me talk about rap? My take on this rap, on my own rap peers in this situation. Rapping for politicians, rapping for Satan. You know what I'm saying? Or rapping for Hitler. Is that still Hitler? Rapping for Hitler. If that's Hitler, nigga. What you gonna say?
You're a real comedian, man. That hey, it's kind of like both of them.
Yeah, we just keep it in mind.
Oh man.
Free
man.
thinker. What'd you say?
Oh, my bad. Oh no, I was just gonna say, I ain't trying to switch the topic, but did you see the Joe Biden at the International African American Museum?
Hell no. What was he doing there? Trying to buy some ninjas.
Oh man, you gotta see it, man. It's
souvenirs.
Oh man, it was horrible, man, to watch. The whole time before Biden came, all you heard they was praying. They was playing songs of prayer. It just looked like some old, just some old Negro slavery stuff to me, man. The whole introduction of him coming in there and everything. But you get a chance to see it. It's called Internet. Joe Biden visits the International African American Museum. It happened today.
Oh, okay. Big Eric, you hilarious. Eric says, shouts out to my creator, Dr. Yakub. But that's what I'm saying. That's comedy. That's, even though it's truth in it, but I respect somebody that can laugh, you know what I'm saying, at real sensitive topics and subjects. And that brings, like I said, hip hop, comedy, and what? Nothing really brings people together and unity or whatever and cheerfulness like hip hop or rap and comedy. So salute to the creator, to salute to your Lord. Your maker. No, it's kid. Tevis Muhammad rapping for them Talmudists. Yeah, rapping for the Babylons. Rapping for Babylon. Tone Biden posthumously pardoned Marcus Garvey while he enacted the crime bill, while he doubled down on the crime bill. He gonna pardon Marcus Garvey, but he don't pardon the people that still locked up, that his crime bill locked up. Like, we good, Kingdom United TV.
Right. What Garvey gonna do with?
Yeah, right. Yeah, boy, our people. Here's the link though to StreamYard. Oh no, that's the Cash App. My bad. Here goes the StreamYard link. I didn't think I was gonna be on here that long, but I guess we're gonna go to a 2-hour mark since we having so much fun. We can talk about something else though. We don't got to talk about this. Y'all see these comments, right? On that Snoop meme, that Snoop post, that IG, that's what you see scrolling right there. They in the comments lighting him up, torching him, roasting, rotisserie. You know what I'm saying? Rotisserie. Bro, it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be dope. It's supposed to be comedy. So, we all should be able to laugh. We all get a good laugh out of it. But some of us ain't laughing. Some of us is very upset, very disappointed, and very infuriated by that, because like I said, we thought better of him according to the comments, and supported him all of our lives in his career and party to the music, and so like I said, you might want to get out in front of that. Free thinker. No, I've never met Michael Harris. I don't think, if I did, it would have had to been decades and decades ago, but I don't think so. I met his ex-wife. I knew his ex-wife for a little bit, Lydia. Montega, Mr. Yakub, my name is Jacob. The same thing. That's the same name. Jacob is Yakub in Arabic. Yakub and Jacob is the same name. It's just pronounced differently in Arabic than it is in English. Eric Swan, I'm a 50-year-old white guy from Gardena, and I finally discovered Barrington Levy. Damn. That's right. Yeah, if you from Gardena, then like I said, you was raised among us. So them is the only kind, and there's no disrespect to you or nobody else, but the only kind of white people that I trust personally is those that was raised with us. That rhyme. Only yeah, I don't even want to say that too many times because the algorithm and people pick it up. Only ones I trust was the ones raised with us. So I ain't got no issue with you. Yeah. Yeah, Yakub, the big head scientist, as we were taught. We wasn't there, but we see the product. We see the product. So that's why we call ourselves believers. Because that's all we can do is believe based on what we can show and prove and see today. So I believe it. I don't know the details. I can never prove if the details is true or not, but I know the product is absolutely true. Mm-hmm. Yusuf, have you ever? I mean, Cam, have you talked to Goldie Loke lately? Nah, not lately. I ain't talked to nobody lately. Like this whole year or this past year, I ain't been talking to no rappers, rap peers, and nothing like that. I kind of feel all the way back like I did early in the mid '90s or whatever. Once I saw certain things with certain things, and then I just fell all the way back. It wasn't for no beef reasons really. It's just for me to stay cool with people, I would have to fall back and not do business. And this don't have nothing to do with Goldie Loke, because I'm cool like with MC8, because that was the group that we had. Me, MC8, and Goldie Loke was the War Zone. So I ain't never had no issue with them ever. No bad blood, no beef, no nothing. But if I know that they kind of back clicking up and trying to get certain things done with Snoop or Cube or somebody that might not be feeling me, then I stay out the way. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to insert myself and be somewhere where I'm not wanted or make my people that is cool with me uncomfortable. They know, people know my position, and I hold my position, but I'm very flexible. I'm very loving and forgiving and reasonable and easy to deal with. That's if you show that you show whatever, some character. If you don't show no good character or whatever towards me, then I'm gonna hold my position like a pit bull. Like I'm gonna hold I'm gonna lock on something and I'm gonna shake it until I break it. I'm gonna shake it until I break it. So that's just how I was cut. It didn't have nothing to do with money or fame or nothing. It's just how my DNA was cut by God permission. He made me like that. So if we into it, then I still don't even take it personal. Like, what I'm saying? I'm gonna shake you, and or you gonna have to shake me. Something gonna have to happen. Like, what I'm saying? It's just whatever. It ain't even like that serious. I'm talking about verbally. I'm just talking about in whatever medium, what I'm saying, that we supposedly have a misunderstanding in or a disagreement in. So mine is clearly a moral issue. Mine is clearly an influence, a moral or degenerate moral influence on the masses of our people. And knowing that you are being used for that and continue to do it and don't take no accountability. And you force me to have to take the position of dealing with that. So you got a voice that in an image that you're using to do that. So I got a voice in an image that I'm gonna have to use to counteract that. I don't want it to be like that, but shit, it is what it is. You doing it for money? I'm not. I don't ride for money. I ride for morals and principles. So money can't make me ride, and money can't make me stop. So that's the difference. That's all. That's the difference. That's why I don't got no friends in this entertainment game or in no politic game, because they the same game. Politics and entertainment is the same weak game to me. Can't trust nobody in it. Don't have no friends. I'm their friend. I'm probably the best friend that a lot of these people ever had, but they're not my friend. They don't show up for me. But my record has clearly been A1 showing up for them and not asking for nothing in return. And because if I do ask, and then they gonna get ghosts, and then I'm gonna get in my feelings. So I don't even ask them for nothing, because I know they gonna play me. And now I'm gonna be, wrestling with my ego and shit. I don't want to wrestle with my ego. Anything I do, I gotta just, like, you heard people say, don't tell me, can you borrow shit? Just ask, can you have it? Because you're not gonna pay me back. I owe a few people right now. Shit. I owe a few people some money that really stepped up and helped me. And they just like, just pay me back when you can or whatever and shit. And that made me more vicious against the people that really owe me money. Like these big guys that really owe me money. I got to borrow money from somebody that ain't got nothing to do with it. And they feel sorry for me and all that shit. Like, oh, man. Then I got to look at my wife and look at my children, not being able to have this and have that. And I got to just keep it all together at the same time. Like, man, I'm glad I got a Lord that I can vent to and talk to. That can burn niggas up, that can whoop asses and shit like I want to. So that's what I do with it. So this Sunday night school, we can get into some Sunday school Lord that I pray to, Elijah Muhammad. Master Fard Muhammad and Elijah Muhammad whoops asses for me. They fight the fight and take the phase that I wish I could, and I still be begging them like, let me get some of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me get some of that. I know me as a FOI, I can't do certain things because it's gonna get, they're gonna RICO you, they're gonna try to attach you with Farrakhan and the nation. Like, all right, well, just show me how I can help, retaliate, like, or whatever, man. So that's where I'm at with it. So this is part of it, just being able to vent and speak, and y'all kind of seeing where my mentality is, my grade level is, and the pain that the volcanic pressure and pain that I've been carrying for over 3.5 decades, dealing with these people in this industry and my people in streets and all kind of, it's time bombs, like, it's time bombs waiting to explode. And so anyway, thank you, brother, Dr. Madan, for the therapy couch. So what's going on with you, man, these last little 5 minutes?
Oh man, I'm good, man. I mean, that's real, man, that that you're open to, let the people know a part of Cam that, that we not, privy to, man. And it's good to just hear you let us know that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's well needed, man. You know what I'm saying? You just keeping it a buck. And, I know I appreciate it. And I'm pretty sure everybody else that's listening, they appreciate that too, man. But I just wanted to say that was real, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you held it down, stayed 10 toes real. You know what I'm saying? And still stand down. So, I'm just here to appreciate that, man. Show my love and respect.
Man, likewise. And the people don't know, but we got something coming too, some little musical treats also that I don't want to give away. But yep. So we got things. We got, I'll be real careful about giving ultrasounds, if you know what I mean, like showing what's in the oven.
Most def. I'm the same way, man. Like my mom always told me, out of sight, out of mind,
Yeah.
So
yeah. Free thinker Cam, do you know about Sufism? A little bit. Are you Sufi, free thinker? Are you Sufi Muslim? If so, or if something that you want to speak on, you're welcome to hop on the live. You don't have to show your face. You can just speak of audio. Let us know why you ask about Sufi. Because a lot of the aspects of Sufism, they call like Sufi mystics, sounds a lot like the NOI teachings. But I'm wondering if that's why you asked that. Ahmad Jabril, man, thank you. Are you going to watch the inauguration? Probably. I ain't gonna watch the whole thing, but yeah, probably watch a few minutes of it just to see his countenance. I want to see his vibe. I want to see if it looked like anybody gonna try to attempt one last, attempt on his life. I want to just see that, who's there. I just want to see the spirit of it. I just want to tune into a few things. That's all. But yeah, I'll probably watch a few minutes of it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Yusuf. Oh, yeah, it's something coming, Yusuf. There's the StreamYard. If y'all want to hop on here for these last 5 minutes, so I'm gonna get off of here on 2-hour mark. And like I said, follow me on on my West Coast Cam page on YouTube, my personal page, West Coast Cam. I'm gonna put that up here one more time. Follow me over there, subscribe to me over there, because I'm about to get back active after tomorrow, after Trump takes office, and I'm gonna push that page to the limit and test out all of the controversial words and phrases and subjects that I can over there that I can't talk about over here. So follow me over there on West Coast Cam, YouTube. Ask D Fair Common Sense. Cam already gave the heads up about Snoop with the strip clubs. Yeah. And people trying to say that some of the same, people trying to say that's not Snoop's club, that's his wife's club, like Boss Lady. I'm like, okay, whoever's club it is, you know, is that what we supposed to be opening up in our communities? Is that the safe space for women? Is that what we supposed to be doing right now with our influence and our money and our time? So,
Yeah. Yeah, I heard Trump speaking earlier today, man, and he was saying some interesting things, man, that I know is gonna shake the apple cart, man, so to speak, for his things he's gonna do with for his banning certain things that's going on in the school with the with the vice versa things.
Oh yeah.
There's so many words.
Like it.
Yeah, so he's definitely shaking foundations.
Yeah, well, he's here to the minister said something like this, and I just heard him say this yesterday, which was interesting, and I'll just play it. Listen to what he said versus anybody that knows what the minister said that he was going to do for this country.
There's never been anything like it. And over the next 4 years, the United States is going to take off like a rocket ship. But really, it's already doing it. If you take a look, there's never been anything like it. And over the next 4 years, the United States is going to take off like a rocket ship. But really, it's already doing it. If you take a look, there's never been.
So Minister Farrakhan says something to that effect, that Trump is going to take America somewhere on a rocket ship. All right. So it's no coincidence that he just said this yesterday. And I made sure to clip that because, he's bearing witness. He's bearing witness with his own words. So, and it's not us, it's America. He's going to take America there on a rocket ship. He's not going to take God's people there. We're not going with him. We're not going with him. Mustafa Jacob, do you recommend taking niacin? Absolutely. Absolutely take niacin. No flush. It depends on what you're dealing with. Niacin is absolutely essential right now for mental, your mental stability, mental health. We need to be taking a whole lot of niacin, like 4 capsules at a time. You know what I mean? Take it in the morning, though. Don't try to take it at night because you won't be able to sleep well. But niacin is what? Vitamin B6, B5, or B6. I forgot. Niacin is one of the B vitamins, vitamin B3 or B6, something like that. But absolutely take niacin. Absolutely take magnesium glycinate. Absolutely take zinc and vitamin D, vitamin D3. Same day parlay say y'all voted Trump and now you will have him. Yeah, it's bigger than Trump. Same day parlay. All of this is bigger than Trump. It's not about Trump. It's about that race that we didn't vote in. We created. We made 6,000 years ago. So Trump just represents, the last of the pharaohs over the beast of this race. So, Ray G, yeah, niacin makes you hot if you're taking the flush. The flush, you got flush and non-flush or no flush or flush free. Flush is what makes your skin hot and turn red and all of that and be stinging and burning for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. The no flush won't sting your skin. So if you're trying to do a regimen of taking it for whatever reason, then you probably want to take the no flush, the one that don't sting your skin. Knowledge born, Brother Ken, what about taking ashwagandha? Yeah, that's good. It depends on what you're taking it for. Like ashwagandha is supposed to be good for testosterone and balancing, hormonal imbalance, especially for males. It just depends on what you feel like you're deficient in and what you're taking it for. So all vitamins and minerals is good, but if you deficient in certain vitamins and minerals and you suffering certain type of ailments or health conditions because of it, then you got to know specifically what you're trying to combat. Based on what you're trying to combat, what health condition you're trying to combat, that's going to determine what specific vitamins or minerals and how much that you probably should be taking. Yeah, Eric Swan, we all know what's going to happen to Trump. We all know what's going to happen to America. Not just Trump. Make no mistake. It's not the fall of Trump. This is not the fall of Trump. This is the fall of America. What'd you say, Madonna?
I was just gonna say, man, you know what? This is what I see been happening. Well, from my perspective, is that it's been so many change of events. It's almost like it ain't getting swept up under the rug, but it's getting like just pushed to the back to foreground. Like the situation with Snoop and doing this, it's like a lot of people. I ain't gonna say they forgot about the fires in LA, but it's almost like, you know what I'm saying? It didn't happen almost. Even though I know it happened, it just like it's so many things is transpiring so fast, and it's like 2025 just been lit with so many events. Is that like damn?
No, they definitely ain't forgot about the fires. Nobody in California forgot about the fires, and California is the home of Hollywood. Trust and believe, ain't nobody forgot about no fires. It's just they so busy trying to find shelter and trying to find, meaning and understanding and support and resources that, they paying attention to the fire or the aftermath of the fire more than ever, because it's blackouts, it's power outs, it's flood, it's overflows of hotels and motels where nobody's able to it's not enough vacancies and all that. So they definitely own it, and they own posting the blame or putting the blame on government, like the Newsom dude, the governor of California, who Trump got his sights on. So they in full swing. Just because you might not see it on your end, it's all the way up over in California.
I see what you're saying, and I guess what I kind of was trying to say was that, like, I guess it's so much going on in the nation. Like on the East Coast over here, we got all these big snowstorms. You got the fires in LA. And you got all the stuff going on in social media. It's like, I guess I'm just saying there's just so much going on. It's just almost like the common people, like with other places, it's almost like our minds, we don't forget about it. It's just so much stuff going on. It's just getting pushed to the forefront. It's getting pushed back in the background, kind of, so to speak. But I know what you're saying. I feel what you're saying though about those people.
Everybody is gonna get something. Meaning everybody is gonna have something that's gonna have them so focused on their own survival that they're not gonna be able to focus on no other people's situation. So that's going to hit everybody, every region, every city. Everybody is going to get hit with something, like we getting hit on the East Coast with this cold and, and power outages, and hit on the West Coast with fires and destruction of property and loss of lives, and all around the country getting hit with some new pneumo virus, flu bug and all that, while you're trying to deal with whatever you're dealing with. And So the Trump economy piece is what's going to temporarily look like a saving grace. It's going to look like, you know, things is moving up and looking up to some people. But if your life savings or your home and all that is destroyed, you're not really caring about immigrations or the immigrants getting sent back nowhere. You would have enjoyed that if you still had a house. If you was in your living room with your feet up looking at Trump getting rid of the, you know, the illegal aliens, then you would have been enjoying that. But if you don't have a house, you know what I'm saying, then you can't enjoy nothing that Trump is really supposedly going to do. Because he ain't got, I forgot how many trillions of dollars. They talking about it's going to take 20 to 40 years to rebuild LA. So God wipe it out in one night. But they talking about it'll take 20 years to rebuild, 20 to 40 years to rebuild it. So that ain't nothing you just going to forget about.
No, you're right on that. Definitely right on that, man. And yeah, that's a heartbreaker, man. And sheesh.
Yeah, I mean, well, we was heartbroken also, like, you know, meaning they're living wealthy and deliciously on the coast in Malibu and Pacific Palisades, Hollywood Hills, and all of that. They wasn't too worried about us. They wasn't crying for us. So, you know, I'm not trying to be cold hearted, but these are just the facts. They wasn't crying for us. I understand.
You're exactly right, man. And it's almost like I hate to keep quoting people, but I gotta just give them. I just say to do that to give respect. I think it was Pop when he had that one interview. He was like, "You got people with 20 rooms and 30 houses, and some people out there ain't got no houses." You know.
Well, now we even.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now we even. Now we equal. So that's part of Islam: freedom, justice, and equality. Justice, the justice piece, and the equality piece. It ain't always going to look like you want it to look. People don't want justice. Certain people don't want justice, and certain people don't want equality, because, you know, if justice is served on you and then you're made equal with the people that you did injustice to, then you get what we're looking at. So, but the people that's poor and that been suffering, they love the idea of freedom, justice, and equality. They love, that's called gospel to them. But to the people that was tyrants and the people that took advantage of the poor, that's called terrorism. Freedom, justice, and equality is called terrorism. That's a terrible, dreadful thing. And that's why President Thomas Jefferson said, quote, "I tremble for my nation when I reflect that God is a just God, a God of justice, and that his justice cannot sleep forever. I tremble for the future of my nation," meaning white people, because I know what we doing to these slaves right here is going to, our descendants, our great grandchildren is going to pay for it. We not going to pay for it. We going to get away, whatever, you know, scot-free or whatever, and enjoy the fruits of this slave labor. But our descendants is going to pay the full hell fire price.
Yeah, I feel that, bro, because, and what, you know what trips me out, man? How, I don't know if I'm wrong, but you can tell me if I'm wrong or right. You know how a lot of people who believe in the scriptures, like the Bible, specifically the Baptists, our people that's, you know, that believe in the scripture, they say, well, you know, you're supposed to love, and you don't supposed to hate, and you don't supposed to hate what happened. You're supposed to forget about the past, and you got to let that go. That was 400 years ago, and you're not supposed to be mad and all these things. But the scriptures, I read in the scriptures where it says, surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Wait a minute, shouldn't I be mad? Or like, not mad in the case where I want to be reactionary, but be mad in the sense to where I want to, you know what I'm saying, be more productive and more constructive.
I want to be whatever God is. If God is mad and God is vengeful and wrathful, And he say he had for a long time holding his peace, but now he will cry out like a woman in travail or like a woman in labor, and he shall destroy and devour at once. That's his, if that's his feelings and that's his sentiment right now, then that should be ours. I'm not saying that we supposed to do nothing. He said the vengeance is mine, so let him do it, but we supposed to be feeling like how he say he feel about it. How did he feel about it? How did he prove he felt about Sodom and Gomorrah? How did he prove he felt about the people of Noah? How did he feel how did he prove he felt about Egypt and Babylon? So I feel like he feel. And if I don't, then I'm trying to. Maybe I need to be more mad. Shit, because I'm laughing. Maybe I'm not supposed to be laughing. Maybe I'm supposed to be a burning bush, anger, but containing my rage. I'm trying to be God-like. I'm trying to be like him.
Man, I know that's real.
Yeah.
Hey.
But on that, man, I'm past the 2 hour mark. So I'm gonna tap on off of here. I appreciate y'all like always. It's Sunday, Sunday night school, talking about the Snoop thing. And hit the like button if y'all don't mind. Hit the like, subscribe, Digital Soapbox Network, and follow me on my personal page, West Coast Cam on YouTube, West Coast Cam. And also check out my website, westcoastcam.com, and get you some ionic colloidal silver for this flu season and whatever else they got coming along down the pipes for us. Any last words? It's on you, Madon, and then we gonna get up out of here.
Yeah, man. I'll just say, hey, man, continue to love thyself and stay strong, stay wise. You know what I mean? And just keep a strong head, man, and just just be weary of what you say and how you think. Be mindful.
Stay mindful. Stay studied up. Because we always say stay prayed up, but actually studying 1 hour worth of studying or the pursuit of knowledge is worth more than a whole night worth of praying. So you get more from actually working or getting up and doing something than you do from praying. So seek knowledge and then apply knowledge to yourself. Apply righteous discipline, because ain't nobody gonna do it for you. It's always the best quality if you willing to righteously put discipline on yourself instead of somebody else having to put it on you. That's a very attractive person. That makes you super attractive if you're into putting righteous discipline on yourself more than you putting it on other people, because you ain't responsible for nobody else but yourself and those who came out of your loins. So on that note, go to war for your health, your physical health and your mental health and your spiritual health. And God willing, tomorrow we'll be back at it, comparing notes, sharing, understanding, sharing ideas, and counseling each other, for the struggles and the pains and the griefs and the stuff that we dealing with, we struggling with. I'm struggling right with you. I'm in pain with you, and I love y'all. And until tomorrow, God willing, we out. Peace.